Morning. I want to make this video to address the opposition parties in Nigeria, to kind of wake them up from their very big slumber. Kind of. Yes, their very big slumber, not even kind of. Seriously, they are sleeping because they have been having penalty kicks, in their opposition, and they cannot utilize such penalty kicks. They cannot convert them to goals. They've just been fooling themselves. The presidency came out and said that the president will be limited to a certain number of vehicles and certain number of personnel while on foreign trips and on local trips. And that this is a means to cut costs. Just recently, I think that was on Monday. Today is what? Today is 19th. What? Today's Friday. Monday. I think that was 13th or 14th. I can't recall what Monday is. January 2024. Today is Friday, 19th January 2024. So that was Monday. Yes, the president was in Imo State to, witness the swearing in of the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, for a second-term tenure. And I mean, you needed to see the number of vehicles that were accompanying this man. So that is to say, the fact that the president's vehicle will be cut to 25 or what have you, it's just a mere talk. It's just a mere talk. And this is what the opposition party would have used, to really tell that the government is a lying government, an unsincere government, and a useless one, seriously. So many things have been happening. Look at the Betta Edu scandal. And the opposition party are keeping quiet. They're not saying anything about it. It's just because it's like, it has become a normal thing to be corrupt in Nigeria. It's been a normal thing. Nobody wants to challenge the government or anything. It's even the media that is even doing this watchdog thing seriously. Politicians are not, or opposition parties are not keeping those in government on their toes. I have a friend here who is in government, and I tell you, call this guy by 2 a.m., he's awake. Call this guy by 3 a.m., he's awake. I had to ask him one time. I said, don't you sleep? And he told me something, that he spends little time sleeping because he wants to be awake before the day to know what the media is saying about his duties and to make sure that, the opposition are not catching in on his flaws. And that is really the beauty of democracy. That's really the beauty of democracy. The democracy that the Supreme Court and INEC helped to destroy, helped to take us 50 years backward. In another video, I will address the flaws of INEC and the Supreme Court. See, this Nigeria is for everybody. If you guys want to destroy it, go ahead. It's all our children that will suffer it. In fact, to be candid, most of our children, carry double passports, so they may not really, if it's too hot for them, they will just relocate. But the point is that this is our homeland and we want the best from it. When we criticize, it is not because we want to do it, it's because we want to keep you on your toes. So, back to what I'm saying. The opposition party, the Labour Party, the PDP, you guys are too weak, man. Too weak. The president just said something, not the presidency rather, just said something not too long ago, that the president will be limited to a certain number of vehicles and certain number of personnel in and outside the country when he's going for any function. And he just went to Imo State. You need to see the number of vehicles that followed President Tinubu to Imo State. It's absolute nonsense. See, it was just a cheap penalty, point for the opposition to convert to goal. But they don't care. They just messed up. That's all. They just messed up because all they needed to do was, okay, we'll tell you that this man is not a sincere man. Follow him up. Do a comprehensive, video of his convoy and everything. Let Nigerians know that, See the kind of person that just told you that my cover will be limited to so number of person, and he's not sincere about it. But what happened? He just kept mute. And it's like a normal thing. People want to be in government not because they want to serve, but because they want to oppress others, feel big and everything. What does the president of Nigeria, how many cars does he really need to? How many number of personnel, how many number of security does he really need to have to travel outside of the capital city of Abuja? These are men who were ordinary people before they came into government. 1, 2, 3 months into government. Look at this government is just about 7 months old. And we're talking about ministers, stealing public funds and sending them to private accounts. What the hell? What the hell? What kind of government do we have? Just how many months old? And you guys are stealing public funds in billions, in millions, in billions into private accounts. Sometimes I just like, is Nigeria really practicing democracy? Are we really practicing democracy? I keep saying it. We don't need the US, we don't need Canada, we don't need the UK to learn or to serve as model democracies. Go to Ghana. Go to Ghana. Nigerians should go to Ghana and learn. I'm telling you, don't think that you're bigger than Ghana. You're not bigger than Ghana in any way. Not in security, not in governance. Not in good governance, not in anything. I'm Nigerian and I'm being factual about this. Ghanaians have better currency, have better everything. I lived in Accra. When I lived in Accra, a girl could walk by 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. on the streets of Accra using her phone, and nobody will attack her, nobody will molest her. But we're in Nigeria, even inside Aso Rock, inside Aso Rock is not safe. Of course, what is her name? Aisha Buhari told us that, Aso Rock was not even safe for her. She had to run to Dubai. That is how bad things are. I'm using this video to call on the opposition party. You guys should wake up. Make this thing a democracy. That is what it is. To criticize a sitting government is not a problem. There's nothing wrong about it. What you're just doing is, keeping them on their toes. That's all. But you criticize the government and everybody say, hey, you're not. To hell with APC, to hell with PDP, to hell with even the Labour Party. I'm being serious. You guys should give us democracy. That's what we're asking for. Are we asking for too much if we're asking for good governance? If we're asking for democracy to be democracy, to be what it is, a government of the people, by the people, for the people, and by the people, and what have you. Are we asking too much? No, we're not asking for too much. The president just said, if I am going to another state, I will use the security in that state. And he just came to Imo State, to attend a very stupid and useless function, swearing in of a governor that has been there, not even like it's his first time. You left the important things you could do in the office, the businesses, signing of agreements and everything, deploying people for this thing, and giving schedules to your subordinates. You left all those important things to come and attend the swearing of a governor who had been sitting there, a governor who was not even elected. That's why I said I have another message for INEC, because we saw the election, we saw how people were being paid to vote, and you as the umpire, you as the monitoring body, you felt it was okay. This was a state where only the governor allowed his party to campaign. Other opposition were not allowed to campaign. Yet INEC didn't see anything wrong with it. We're not doing. Listen, you guys are not doing us. You are doing yourselves. You are the chairman of INEC today. You are the Chief Justice of Nigeria today. Tomorrow you will not be. Your children may not even get to that position. In 100 years to come, you may be the only person that will get to that exalted office. So your children may not even get close. So why don't you make it better for everybody? So that if it is better for you today, it is better for your children tomorrow, even if they don't rise to the same position you have risen to. So back to the opposition. I keep saying it, that the government has been giving you penalty kicks in their own 18-yard box for you to keep converting these things to goals. But you guys are being unintelligent. You're being too weak to be opposition parties. You're being too weak. I'm serious, too weak. Man, it's really cold out here. You're being too weak. Too weak. You know, I watch Arise News every day, and you know, I keep hearing how these guys are hammering on the fact that the opposition party are sleeping. Yet you guys don't want to wake up. You keep sleeping. Somebody is telling you you're sleeping on duty. Oh, that reminds me, I slept on duty severally, and I paid dearly for it. You know, you guys are sleeping on duty. Yes, you don't want to do anything about it. Wake up. 7 months into a government, all we're hearing is stealing money, stealing money, stealing money. Educate, better educate. This one, the gate. What's the name of the Minister of Interior? You know, names have been mentioned. Gbajabiamila. You know, in a sane society, the moment your name is mentioned in any corrupt case, see, you don't need people to put pressure on you to step down. You tell them, see, I am innocent of this, and to prove my innocence, I am stepping down. Oh, I have a call coming in after.